guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be filming for you guys again, especially around the holidays. So for today's look, we're going to be going in with this really pretty Thanksgiving brown eyeshadow look. So if you guys want to learn how to get this, then make sure you stay tuned. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to be doing is going in with our MAC Prep and Prime in lavender. And then for our brows, we're going to be using the Morphe Brow Pencil in the shade Almond. So the way that I normally fill in my brows is I'll go in and do a defining line, and then throughout my brows I'll go ahead and just do hair-like strokes to give myself a really natural looking brow. Also, could we just talk about these Morphe brow pencils? They are literally my favorite at the moment. So normally I used to use the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I think I use that in a lot of my older videos, but I feel like this is a really good dupe for that. I feel like it works just as good. So if you guys haven't tried them yet, definitely make sure you try it next time you go to Ulta. Now I'm going in with my Camo Concealer by e.l.f. in the shade Medium Sand. I normally use a flat brush like this because normally I like my brows with like a higher arch. So I feel like this definitely helps me kind of create a shape a little bit better. Here I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. This is in the shade Chocolate, so if you guys haven't tried this yet, this is definitely a game changer. It's really good for softening up your brows. If you have darker brows like I do, I normally get a lighter shade just to give me a softer look. So now I'm just going to be prepping my eyes for some eyeshadow. I don't normally use an eye primer or like an eyeshadow primer or anything like that. I'll just go ahead and go with my concealer. I haven't really noticed a difference at all, but if you guys have a favorite eye primer that you feel like I should try, then definitely comment down below and let me know. Here I used my Kylie setting powder in the shade Translucent. So for my eyeshadow, I'm going to be using this Ultimate Eyeshadow palette by NYX, and this is the Warm Neutrals. So I was actually walking around CVS the other day and I saw this palette and immediately thought of Thanksgiving, so that's why I ended up picking this up. With this first color, you really want to make sure you're packing it on well and blending it out. So this is going to be our transition shade and the base for our entire look. I really wanted this to be super smoky and just blend it out really, really well. So make sure that you're taking your time to do that. So I'm going to be real with you guys, this is actually my first time using a NYX eyeshadow palette. I've always tried their lipsticks and everything like that, so I was immediately surprised with the color payoff in this palette. I thought it was amazing. The second I put the color on, it blended really well. It felt smooth, it wasn't chalky, and there wasn't any type of kickback on it. So it was just really, really nice. If you guys haven't tried a NYX palette at all, I definitely recommend it. I feel like I'm going to be buying a whole lot more after this video. Next, I'm going in with this reddish brown undertone color. I'm going to be using a smaller defined brush for this because I really wanted to pack this on and make sure it was being placed precisely. I didn't want this to go too far up into my crease, but I also wanted to blend it into that transition shade. By the way, I'm sure you guys have noticed by now that I already have eyelash extensions on, and I feel like a lot of people think you can't wear makeup with them, and it's actually the complete opposite. I feel like it makes my life a lot easier having them on and actually doing makeup looks with them. So I wanted this look to be smoky, so here I'm going in with a fluffy brush, a clean fluffy brush. So you want to make sure that the colors are being meshed together really well and that you're going back and forth between packing the color on and blending it out as well. I really wanted to stick with mattes in this eyeshadow look, so here I'm going to be going in with that taupe brown shade, and I'm going to be packing that on and blending it into my crease. So whenever I do my eyeshadow looks, I always go back and forth between placing one color down and going back with another color, just to make sure everything's touched up and it looks completely seamless and blended. So here I'm going to be using that really pretty gold shade with a small definer brush, and I'm just going to be placing that right in my tear duct. To finish up this eyeshadow look, we're going to go in with a makeup wipe, and we're going to be cleaning up any fallout and make our line a lot sharper. Now I'm going back in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Sand and a Beauty Blender. We're going to be placing that right under the eyes and blending it out. Going in with my Smashbox Camera Ready BB Cream. This is in the shade Light Neutral. We're just going to be putting that everywhere, and then we're going to go in and set it afterwards. So here I'm going back in and touching up my under eyes with more translucent powder. I felt like this concealer left my under eyes really cakey, so I wasn't too crazy about it, but I'm going to try it again, maybe use it with like a better moisturizer. But here I'm going back in and touching up the gold shadow in my tear duct. So to set my face, I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals Original Formula in the shade Medium Beige 12, and this is just going to be going all over. To contour, I'm using my Kylie bronzing powder, and this is in the shade Tanned and Gorgeous. If you guys haven't tried this yet, I definitely think you should pick it up. It's definitely a warmer bronzer, but I love the glow that it gives your skin. Next, I'm going in with a small detailed brush. We're going to be contouring our nose. So you want to be putting this on both sides of your nose, and then I just normally put it right underneath just to darken it up a little bit. So this is going to help your nose look a lot slimmer. Next, I'm going in with my Bellini blush palette by BH Cosmetics. I'm going to be using the shade Life's a Peach, and we're just going to be placing this on the apples of our cheek. So this is a little trick I like to do. Once you're done applying your contour, blush, and highlighter, go back in with your powder brush, and this is going to help everything mesh together. I'm going to be using my KKW highlighting palette, so I'm going to be using the lightest gold shade in here, and we're just going to be placing that right above our contour and blush. Now I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. If you guys haven't tried this yet, I definitely recommend it. I feel like it makes your makeup last way longer. And then for my lips, I'm going to be using the NYX Lipstick Suede in the shade Chocolate for the liner and the lipstick. Alrighty, you guys, this is the finished look. I love this look. I'm so in love with it. I feel like it's definitely a very fall vibe, but hopefully you guys get to try this out for Thanksgiving, and if you do, please make sure you tag me. I'll be reposting any looks you guys try for me. But I want to be the first to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for spending the time to watch this video. As always, stay healthy, stay blessed, and make sure you comment, like, and subscribe.